Happy Fool's Day, everyone. Sorry we're not in class for this. This is, like I'll probably put in an email, this is a holiday that I celebrate big. This is our last class before spring break. I'm only doing the 2 assignments this week. So I strongly suggest you use this opportunity. We only had 2 assignments last week and 2 assignments this week. Use the time to get caught up. I don't know if you're like me, but I've been like nonstop eating during this shutdown. These are my greatest weakness. It's too bad these only come out once a year. I think I bought 8 or 10 boxes of these. And I've just been eating these things like nonstop. They're like crack cocaine. I just can't. I'm like addicted. And while I'm just sitting here grading stuff and getting emails and putting together videos, I can't stop eating these things. Just so you'll recognize me, this is probably what I'm going to look like by the time we see each other next, whenever that is. I'm hoping it's this school year, but I'm not real hopeful. It's looking more and more. This is just opinion. Don't go running off and say, my math teacher says. I don't think we're going to be meeting face to face again this year. That's just, like I said, disclaimer time. That's just my opinion. But if we're locked down through the end of April, I can't see us getting back together in May. I'm hoping we get to meet face to face at least a few more times, but we'll see. Today's lesson is going to be secant intersection outside the circle. Just like our last 2 classes, it's like a fairly simple equation and you're going to be solving for missing values. All right, can't get away from it. We got to first start with a definition. All right, and that's a secant. I'm guessing most of you probably haven't dealt with this before. A secant is, have you got your notes ready? All right. A secant is a straight line that cuts the curve into 2 or more parts. Once again, a secant is a straight line that cuts the curve into 2 or more parts. All right, here's what a secant looks like we're going to be dealing with. All right. It's a straight line and it cuts the curve, which in this case is a circle, into 2 or more parts. We're going to be dealing with 2 secants that intersect outside the circle. All right, I'm getting ready to put, you need to definitely, when you do the worksheet or quiz, whatever you want to call what we're doing on Delta Math, you're definitely going to need this drawing and this formula. All right. This is what this looks like. This cuts it in, this line, the circle actually cuts this line segment into 2 parts, A and B. All right. And this one is cut into C and D. All right, we're gonna do equations where one of these is missing and you have to solve for it. And to solve for it, you need this equation. This is A times A plus B equals C times C plus D. If you notice, if you look at the way this is, there's actually some symmetry in this. All right, have this written down on your paper. All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do a couple problems. Just jump in. I'm going to do 3 examples. First thing you have to do is kind of just let go of the drawing. They're not drawn to scale. Obviously, these 2 lines out here, this 11 and this 2, they're definitely not equal in drawing. All right. So here we've got a circle. Okay. It's cut up by a couple secants. All right, the top secant is broken into parts where the circle divides it into pieces of 11 and 11, and the bottom one is x and 2. All right, they want us to solve for the x. So we know that this top drawing, we're going to use that for our a's and b's. So a is 11, that's the outer number, times a plus b. A plus b is 11 plus 11. Equals C, which is 2, times c plus d, which is 2 plus x. All right, now we're going back to just do some regular algebra. All right, this is going to be 11 times 22, because 11 plus 11 is 22, equals 2 times 2 plus x, 2 times the quantity of 2 plus x. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, 2 times x is 2x. All right, going on down to the next level, 11 times 22 gives us 242. Then I just bring down this 4 plus 2x. All right, I want to subtract 4 from both sides. I want to get the x's by itself. So I subtract 4 from both sides. I get 238 equals 2x. We're going back to algebra from the beginning of the year. I want to get x by itself. I divide both sides by 2. 238 divided by 2 gives me 119. So x equals 119. All right, you find that a little confusing, go ahead and start the video and watch it again. All right, I'm going to do 3 problems, and I think that's plenty for most of you, but I want to make sure that you've got this down. All right, here's our second problem. All right, got the first line. First secant is a segment of 6 on the inside, 6 on the outside. The secant at the bottom is x on the inside, 3 on the outside. Excuse me. All right, now let's go ahead and set this up. All right, a is the one on the outside, so it's going to be 6 times a plus b, all right, which is 6 plus 6. 6 inside, 6 outside, equals, okay, c, which is this number on the outside, which is 3, times 3 plus the number on the inside, which is x. All right, now it just comes down to just pure algebra. Okay, this is going to be 6 times 6 plus 6, which is 12, equals, and I want to distribute, 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times x is going to give me plus 3x. All right, going on down to the next level, 6 times 12 is 72. Use your calculator if you're not good with your 12s. Okay, 9 plus 3x. I want to get the x's by themselves, so I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. Minus 9, minus 9. That leaves me with 63 equals 3x. Divide both sides by 3. I did that because I want to get x by itself. Those cancel out. Stick that in your calculator. 63 divided by 3 is going to give you x equals 21. All right, again, I caution you, the drawings are not to scale, but you know that if you've done all this math over here right, that you know that your numbers are right, and x equals 21. All right, last problem. I would suggest you just stop the video right now and try this problem on your own. If you have trouble with it, then come back to me. All right, let's do this. All right, so on this one, I know that the number on the outside, the a, is going to be a 7. All right, on the inside and outside, we've got 7 plus x. Okay, on the line down here at the bottom, c, which is on the outside, is 3. All right, times c plus d, which is going to be 3 plus 32. Do the math on this. On the right, we have 3 times 35. On the left, we've got 49, right? 7x. I distributed this over both of those. All right. 105. 3 times 35 is 105. 49 plus 7x. Solving for x, I need to get x by itself. Right? I want to subtract 49 from both sides. So it's going to be minus 49 from this side, minus 49 from this side. These go away. You're left with 7x equals 50. What is that? 56. All right. Now to get x by itself, I want to divide by 7. Divide by 7. This cancels out. I'm left with x equals 8. All right. Like I said, last assignment before the break. Hope you all have a great break. Be safe. Keep up with your social distancing, but have a good time. Get outside some. I've got to go out later tonight and mow. I don't suggest you do that, but I do suggest you get outside and get some fresh air. Keys for this assignment: the drawings and this equation. Have a great spring break, everyone. Hope to see you all real soon.